Hey, everybody. Just getting ready to go live. Actually, technically, I guess I am live. For some reason, my laptop is going slow. Anybody there? Give me a message. Let me know you're here. I am trying to find, hang on. For some reason, I am unorganized this morning. And I cannot find what I'm looking for. Gotta love it. What's up? Is it Rigo? R-I-G-O, Rigo. Rigo Jr.? Have I got that right or no? Let me know. Loud and clear. Hey, Jason, how you doing? Trying to do something real quick, and then I'll get started back there. At least I can see the comments right here. Rigo, okay, cool. Glad I got it right. And it is Junior? Man, I cannot for the life of me find what I'm looking for. That's what I get for having like 50 tabs up. There we go. And of course, now the phone's ringing. I'll get that later. All right. Let me know. Am I coming in? Am I in focus or is it a little out of focus? Let me know. Hopefully, I'm in focus, or at least semi in focus. And luckily, I got a big enough screen I can actually see what you guys are typing, which is good. So yeah, been busy with a lot of offsite projects and stuff that I just haven't had time to go on YouTube with. So I thought, well, what the hell? I'm doing just hemming some banners, something easy, good time to jump on and see how everybody's doing. And yes, we are not sewing these, we're doing hem tape. You know, for small runs, it's just quicker, less setup. So that is what I'm doing. Not enough video to maintain. Is the video smooth for you guys, or is it a little jerky? It's kind of giving me errors that might be having issues. But let me know. Since I can't see what you guys see. Oop. Sorry, I'm going to bounce back over here so I can see what's going on. All right, looks like my audio is good. I don't think you're having any video problems. But like I said, let me know if you are. That is not what I wanted. Yes. So what else are you guys up to? Anything fun and exciting? I've just got these 7 banners to do. Then it's back into the shop for some printing. That reminds me, I need to go pick up some shirts. I've got like 250 shirts that have to get screen printed. Originally, we were going to embroider them, but embroidery was just a bit out of their budget. So screen printing it is. Oh. Although I do have some Under Armour shirts that I got to embroider for another customer. Those are always fun because they're pretty expensive. They're kind of proud of them. But it is what it is, right? Supposed to go, I got to go out to about 20 miles out and do a site survey on a project. Debating if I'm going to do that today or tomorrow. Weather's great, so that's good. And that one I got to measure outside glass. And then I guess a little bit of inside glass as well. Yes, yes. No more comments. If you guys haven't joined us on our Discord, it's great if you're into some occasional live chat about industry stuff. When I'm done with this video, I'll update the description to include a link to the Discord information. But if you look at some of my previous videos, there's links to it as well. I'm debating if I want to grommet each one as I do it, or just wait and grommet them all after I've hemmed them all. That's probably what I'm going to do, actually. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be best. I'll just I'll just hem, or I'll just grommet all these after I've hemmed them. Just be a little better time, use of time. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, hey. Let me know you're here. I can't tell who's there, who's not. Any questions, comments? What are you guys up to? Working and just hanging out. Which is always cool. I know a lot of us do that, just kind of, oh, that's cool, Rigo. So what are you up to, man? Grommet press. I can send you a link to the one. I mean, it depends on if you want something semi-automatic or not. I don't find a huge benefit to those, but this is the one that I use. And you can actually see it's you just go to buygrommets.com, B-U-I. You'll see this particular model. Started with a cheaper one back in 08. It lasted me a few years. I've had this one for probably another 8-9 years, and it's been totally fine. Still inexpensive. So hopefully that helped. Yeah, let me know if you jump on their site and you find it. If not, I can try and find the link for you and send it to you. Yeah, take a look at that one. Like I said, real fair pricing. They're real quick on their shipments too, as far as like refills and stuff. Yeah, these are kind of an odd size. They're like 7 foot by 18 inches for the Veterans Center doing a golf tournament. This Friday, I believe. I think they wanted the banners all in their hands Thursday. Got me the art yesterday. Went ahead and got it into print. I was doing some other banners already, so. Found it? Good. Yeah, take a look. How much are they getting for it right now? I'm kind of curious. I'm sure the pricing's gone up a little bit, but it was still really fair priced if I remember right. You know, a lot of people use smaller grommets than I use. I use the nice big ones because I find that for people that are using like getting the cheaper bungee straps, you know, that got the big plastic hook instead of a metal hook, then they like these. But they're the big number 3s, so they're like 7/16. But that's the setup I've pretty much always used. And it's good too if you've got really $85. Wow, that seems actually even cheaper. What's up, Eddie? How you doing, man? Glad to see you jump in. Yeah, that's cheap for that press. That's a good deal. I'm assuming it's the same model that I had or have. You're going live? Oh, thanks for going live. No problem. Like I said, I was going to do it anyhow. I just figured it's a good chance for me to jump on. I haven't done one in a little while. I've been busy with a lot of stuff and just haven't had the time to do a live. So I thought, this is a good time to do one. I'm just doing some banners, playing catch up on invoicing and some design stuff. And I'll show you a little tip two on banners. Let me grab one of the ones that's not done yet. So one of the things that I do too is when I do my banners and I'm going to hem them, I do a border. You can see that, a 1-inch border, and then I've got my logo, kind of like some of the things that we do, etc., printed on it. And then I use the 1-inch banner tape. So when it's all hemmed, you know, the front's nice and clean, but the back side has our information on it on the back. So that way everybody knows where they can get another banner if they need another banner. So good way to do some product labeling and marketing for you. Definitely something to try. We've been doing that for years. And actually, even what's really cool is there's a couple of other companies we do printing for, you know, for like brokers. In that case, what I've done is I'll put their logo in that spot, right? Well, hey man, no other big wholesale company is going to offer something like that. So it's another value-added thing that we do that helps make sure that we keep their business. So. I'm liking the weather, man. It is like really nice here. I think it's supposed to get to about 75 74, 75 today. But it's like 69 out here right now. It's like perfect. Don't have the AC on, don't have the heat on. It's just like right where we want it. How cheap was the Amazon one that you were looking at? I'm kind of curious. Don't typically get any equipment from Amazon. Guess that's not technically completely true. I did get a punch that I needed for a project from them. Actually, I guess technically I got two, 50 to 60. Okay, yeah. Well, the one thing I will say is I had another friend get a cheap one. I don't know that it was from Amazon because it was like 5-6 years ago when he got it. So it may have been, I can't say. But it was a cast body, like cast iron or cast, I don't know what the heck it was made out of. But he used it, I don't know, for maybe a year, and the casting broke. Like the whole thing just broke in half. Yeah, for 80 something, that's, like I said, I've been real happy with this one. I've had it a long time. No issues. Plus, if they're still selling the same one all these years later, it's got to be holding up and worth it. If you're not subscribed, man, subscribe to my channel. You know, give me a thumbs up, a like, you know, all that fun stuff. Mike, I think I bought the same punch corner rounder for 10mm lamination project. Thanks for the recommendation. Oh, okay, yeah, no worries. It was the one that was the 3-in-1. If it was the 3-in-1, that one actually works. So that one's held up. I was able to punch 250 of those 20, I think it was 20 or 22mm plastic cards in like 15 minutes. It actually was not bad at all. The first one that I tried was crap. It didn't even punch through a business card. Oh, maybe mine. I think mine was like 50. I think it was over 50. The cheap one that I bought was like not that cheap. It was still like 29. The one I got, I think, was 50 or 52, something like that. course, you know, it's possible that, like everything else on Amazon, the pricing changes. So maybe you got in with a better deal, or maybe you just think it's 42. Company was like that. I can't remember. Hang on. Yeah, Bondo. Yeah, premium. That one. Good. That's good to hear. Yeah, like I said, that one worked well for me. So I thought about returning it because I mean I don't know when the hell I'm going to use it again, but I'll hang on to it. I still want to get an actual like good corner rounder, but as infrequently as I need it, it's hard to justify spending. I mean, the good ones are, you know, 500 plus bucks. So that'll actually punch through, you know, aluminum composite and 080 aluminum, and the cheapy ones are only designed to go through barely 040. Hang on one second, I'm gonna check something. Whoops. Yeah. All right. Hopefully these things are charged up, my mics. Died on me the other day when I didn't expect it. But right now we're okay. So what do you guys have going on? Anything fun? Anything semi-productive? Or just kind of chilling? That reminds me, I do have to order some more material. Got another Last minute booking for another dance floor wrap on Sunday and another 38-foot aisle runner as well. Chilling? Cool. And I do not have quite enough material to do the entire job with the aisle runner. Because we did 3 of those. We did 3 floor wraps this last weekend. Well, not Easter weekend, the weekend before. So, I think we had one on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, this week is just the Sunday. Proofs, yep, proofs are good. Proofs and quotes. Had to send out a couple proofs this morning. Like I said, I do need to sneak over and pick up some of the shirts, so I got a screen print. 250 of those. And they're like the polo style too, but like I said, they opted to save some money and not do embroidery. So it is what it is. It's like, okay, well, screen printing will be quicker for sure and less stress. Than embroidering them all. Because the trick with it on embroidery is it's 250 shirts, but it's 2 locations. So it's almost like embroidering 500 shirts. So I've got to do, or I would have had to have done, left chest and then left sleeve. So instead, I've only got like maybe, I think I've got like 4 that have to be embroidered. Because they've got one of the volunteers is like, wears a 4XL extra long. So he didn't get on the last batch that we embroidered. So he wants some of those embroidered. And then he's got another, I forget how many caps. Another batch of caps that I have to embroider too. That one's a little more of a pain because it's one logo on the front center of the cap and then like smaller stuff along the mesh on the back of the cap. So, and actually these aren't mesh. The new ones he got are, what do you call it? My mind just went blank. The stretch fit backs. So it's not the mesh. So hopefully they should be easier. But problem is it's stretch fit. So you're embroidering 4 inches and you can't have that stretch. So I don't know how that's going to work for them, but we'll embroider them and they'll have to deal with what happens. They're not going to stretch the same. What's up, Brad? How you doing, man? Good to see you. What are you up to? You liking this weather? Which price thing? What are you trying to figure out? Yeah, I know. It's like, it's kind of cool. It's really nice. It's like, yeah, I've gone from jeans to shorts in the same day and then back to jeans. That's like Saturday night. We went and saw some live music outside. Saturday was real nice. It was in shorts. But boy, by the time the sun went down and the wind was blowing, oh man, it got pretty chilly. So I'm glad I had put jeans on. I put a t-shirt on, and I put like a little bit heavier shirt over my t-shirt, and thankfully I did, because I told my wife, I said, and she doesn't normally get cold, but I told her, bring one of your light jackets. And she did, and she needed it. Definitely not typical Dallas weather. Well, of course, ours is all over the place. Yeah, so what pricing are you talking about? Oh, see, I missed his live. I jumped on at the very end, so I have no idea what he was talking about. What did he say? Give me the 411 on that. Give me the 411. Now I'm getting messages too on my phone, so who's messaging me now? Paul, okay. Pricing is a struggle for me, trying to make sure I don't leave money on the table while making sure I'm not underpricing either. Well, yeah, you definitely don't want to underprice. I mean, I've certainly done it too, but I mean, it gets tricky, obviously, and right now, especially, because I mean, everybody's expecting higher prices, and prices to go up. I mean, every time I order material, the pricing's up. So my pricing is changing pretty frequently, actually. But it's not really a surprise, so for customers. And if you treat everybody right, you kind of go above and beyond typically, regardless of price, then you'll be fine. The customer's going to appreciate it. They're going to like dealing with you, and it won't be an issue. So, and I will say that there's certain things that I do, like, I've got minimums, right? So somebody comes to me and says, hey, I want, give you the example of a quote unquote sticker, right? Which we don't really do true stickers. I mean, we do them on wide format vinyl, but somebody will be like, I just want to do a test run. I want like 20 of them or 50 of them. I'm like, well, okay, so 20 or 50 of them is going to be my minimum, so it's going to be $50, for 20. And they're small, right? So it uses almost no material. I'm like, it's 54-inch roll. I got to do the run, blah, 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 blah. So I've got my minimum, but then rather than frustrating them and saying, oh my gosh, $1 a piece, then I'll say, but, we can do 150 of them for 75. Well, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, wait a minute. That's a way better value, So you just have to think about things right. I always try and do that. And it's not like I'm necessarily trying to upsell them. I'm just trying to give them a better value. Hopefully that makes sense. That's one of the problems with screen printing. Well, embroidery too. I mean, they don't understand. Oh, how come I can't just do one or two? I'm like, you can. But, you know, I'm going to have to charge you for my setup. I'm going to have to charge you for the embroidery or the digitizing. So, you know, your price for one or two is going to be pretty high. And of course, you know, in screen printing, it's even worse. I mean, obviously, you're always going to leave a little bit of money on the table. Typically. I mean, unless you're just gouging people, in which case you're technically still leaving money on the table because they're now not buying from you. So, just a matter of how you look at it. Yeah, it does. I mean, can't be perfect. And there's certain customers I don't mind leaving money on the table for, right? I mean, customers that you do a lot of consistent work for. I mean, there's a lot of times I'll give them free stuff or free rush. You know, I won't charge them rush fees or, you know, because it's like we already got a good relationship. They pay quick. We already do a good amount of work for them. You know, so. Tell you one thing I've really liked here lately is I've been giving people an option, you know, because most people don't want to write a check, right? Well, a check costs me the least amount of money, right? Other than, you know, because everybody's like, oh, can I just pay with credit card? Can I give it to you over the phone? I'm like, yeah, okay, well, I'm not going to do that, but I can send you a link and you can pay online. Like I'll use Square. But I've been offering people to use Zelle and stuff before I even mention a credit card. And people have been taking me up on that, businesses, etc. So I'm like, man, that's fantastic because Zelle, there's no processing fees, there's no nothing. It just goes straight into the account. So I'm loving that. Of course, you know, it only really works for customers that are repetitive because otherwise a lot of them don't want to set you up in Zelle. Not that it's any big deal. I mean, it's stupid fast. It takes about 5 minutes if that. Yeah, no worries, Brad. Just let me know. Just did a couple of retractables. Then we did a couple of big ones, and then these are, I think I've got these 7 small ones. Like I said, this is for the Veterans Association. So these are 7 foot by like 18 inches. Yeah, as long as it's a good use of material, no problem. And I'm usually just using a 54-inch roll. Never heard of Zelle? Zelle, it's Zelle. They basically tie in with most banks. So it's not like an outside service or anything. I mean, I guess technically it is. It's like a network. But it's offered through, I've got bank accounts with 3 banks, and all of them have Zelle. So all you do is I just log on to my bank account site, and you go to where you can send or receive money, and Zelle is an option. And most people just have a Zelle account under an email or a phone number. Most are phone numbers technically, but I have my business one set up under my email, and then I have my personal one set up under my phone. But it's that easy. I mean, all they got to do is type in your email address. It pops up and shows them who is this Zelle account assigned to. They say, yes, that's the one. and they can do a direct transfer between their bank and your bank, basically. No delays, yeah, it's great. It's pretty much instant. And then when you set up your Zelle account on your bank that's going to be receiving it, you can set it up to give you an email alert or text you or whatever. And as soon as that cash transfer happens, man, I get a text like instantly saying, hey, this person or this account just paid you X. Then I just jump into my accounting software and mark it as paid. So it's like an instant check, basically, with no fees. Yeah, I've been using Zelle for quite a while, but more and more people have learned about it and are using it, so. And I like it that it's like, you don't have to go to Zelle and set up an account or do anything funky. It's not, I mean, not that PayPal's terrible, but, you got more fees associated with PayPal unless they do friends and family, which a lot of people don't feel confident doing, but I do that too for a lot of customers. They just send me PayPal friends and family, and then I've got a PayPal debit card, so I can kind of use that cash pretty much instantly. All right, one more, then I can start grommeting. Not that I'm rushing, since I'm just kind of chilling and hanging out with you guys. Oh, somebody just messaged me. Hang on. Okay, back to the work. Hey, what's up, Leonardo? What do you mean you were in and out? You came in earlier and jumped out? Hadn't seen you in a minute. I am getting hungry. It must be close. Yeah, 11:45. Getting close to the lunchtime. Four by 8, yeah, cool. Yeah, I did some 4 by 10s earlier, actually. And then I had the end of last week, I had to do a couple of rushes, and they were kind of a pain. They were like almost 4.5 by 12. So a little bit more work to hem and grommet when my table's only, 8 to 10 feet. Especially when it's that wide. But yeah, 4x8's a good size. I like that size. I mean, good use of material. Decent profit. Yeah, I've done that before as well. When you're doing a ton of them, it's helpful because you're not wearing your finger, but I find I can guide it better with my finger, so. That's one advantage when I had the sewing machine, is it had the, I forget what they call it, but it had that fixture on it that basically folds it over for you and kind of maintains it. So that was nice. But man, those things were expensive. Yeah, at one point when I was starting to do a bunch of banners again, I really thought about buying another one. A double needle walking foot with the guide. Just because of the time and the cost of good quality hem tape. I'm like, man, I could sew these and faster and cheaper. But you got the upfront cost of the machine and then the space to sew a big banner, and it's like, nah. That's okay. I'll stick with this again. I mean, every once in a while I'll go back to a single needle, but the single needle is more of a pain. Yeah, it was around 4, depending on which one you get. The other problem with them is they're hard to get these days. I mean, the availability is not like it used to be. Singer used to have an awesome one. That, man, was like an industry standard for forever, and you can't get it anymore. So you buy a used one and they're wanting like $5,000 plus for them. But it's all metal drive. It's super nice. I don't have one now, so I've still got an old Singer that's a metal, but it's just a single needle non-walking foot, so I don't really use it. But that's what would be nice to have again. A lot of the companies that make them now you can't fit those guides on them, but there is a company, and I forget where they're out of, but they'll actually make you one for any machine. But man, they're proud of it because it's, it's a one-off fabrication. So, they want like, I think it was like $400 for just that little guide piece, custom made. But like anything else, if you're going to put that kind of money into stuff and you want to save cut down your time's worth your money. It's just, that's why I said I can't justify it, because I just don't do enough of those type of banners anymore. Let's see, so these are 7-footers. So every 21 inches. Yeah, you can look around again. It's been a while since I've looked them up, tried to find them. I think I'm trying to remember if Sonny's had one. Of course, they're here in Dallas. I just don't remember if they had one that's capable of it. Oh yeah, man, Mero. So Mero's awesome for patches. There was a guy selling one. I actually I tagged Juan in it. There was a guy selling one down in like Corpus area. Nice Mero, man, and he only wanted like $2,100, like almost brand new. I'm like, that was a great deal. So if you're doing a lot of that kind of work, it was definitely nice. I think it was like not even a year old. I don't know that I've ever used one for anything other than patches. Oh, I'm sure that guy sold it. I mean, that was like 2 weeks ago or so, and it was a great price. But yeah, I think he was around Corpus, Texas. Wasn't too far from him. You know, versus like Ohio or something. I don't know if Juan's got one himself, like now. I don't know that he has the need for it. Versus being a nice to have. My grommet machine, I mean, the one that I showed earlier, that one's just, yeah, I mean, you load in the male on the top side and then the female on the bottom side. As soon as I get these marked, I will show you. Juan does have one? I didn't know he did. Wonder what he uses the Mero for. Because I don't think he really does patches. Oh, grommet holes in Flexi. No, yeah, you can certainly do it in Flexi. The thing is Flexi, the process of doing that is through RIP, right? So, and because I do the fold over and I do my marking on the backside, there's really no benefit for me to use that. I mean, it would be on the backside anyhow, the grommet marks. So I could always build a template, which I do for these backs, the printed backs. I could always do a similar template for the marks, but I mean, it really doesn't add too much time, honestly. I mean, when I'm doing a bunch like this, it might add 5 minutes. Sorry, dropped my mic. But you know, when I'm doing one-offs, it's like I just measure them as I go, rather than pre-measuring. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I do the same thing. I wrote Adobe scripts to do that in for like imports and overlays and masks. It's really kind of more set up for standard sizes. All right, so now we're ready. So let me come over on that side. And here, I'll flip that down a little bit. Does that camera view work? I can't see my camera view. Yeah, that's a little better. Actually, it might be better for me to move it around. Here, hang on just a minute. I'm gonna move this whole rig. All right, how's that work? Is that any better? I have a banner preset that has bleed for welding. Is there any? Yeah, you probably could. I haven't done it that way, but I mean, I'm sure you could. It's just a matter of playing with it and doing it. You could always figure out a template. Like you said, just have it do it for you automatically. Yeah, so if you run it all through Flexi, or again, if you're using Illustrator or Photoshop, I mean, in theory, you could do the same thing, right? You could just pre-build a template to pre-add it for you. There's a couple times, like I'll do that when I've got, like there's a couple of times a year that I'll do these runs of like anywhere from 80 to 100 something banners for one organization, and I'll do that where I just run it through a template that automatically does the resize, automatically does the border, already does the marks. So yeah, if you've got, especially if you've got standard sizes you're doing that with, it's pretty easy to do it that way. Just realized I haven't heard back from that church that had the rush job for the backlit, the 4 10-foot backlit signs. They came and got them on Friday morning, and they were supposed to install them Friday for church, Friday and Saturday and Sunday. I'm assuming it went okay, so I didn't hear anything. Their facilities guy was doing the install, so kind of made it a little easier on us. And they're basically just redoing signs that were in some double-sided cans. Double-sided sign frame that was already there. So what else is everybody else up to? Anything fun? I know there was some proofs going out. Probably some quotes. I know some of you guys are on our Discord, but if you're not on there, you need to join the Discord so you can chat with us randomly. Good for industry chat. Had some good conversations on there here lately. I will update the video description with the Discord information, but you can also check any of my more recent older videos. There's the Discord information is there with links. I think yesterday we had some live chat, which is kind of cool, like actual voice chat. So we can do that through Discord as well. Telling you guys, I'm getting hungry. Hey, Quick Color, what else are you up to? You decide what your next equipment's going to be? Come on, nobody's chatting. You're either working or sleeping. Like I am. Printed some wedding invitations and envelopes. Oh, cool. What are you printing those with? What are you printing those with, Eddie? Printing on a digital press or a laser printer? Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I've done that for small runs. I've got a color laser. So for small runs, I've done that way. Oh, I forgot. So those of you that didn't, yeah, no digital press yet. Yeah, I got you. Trust me. I forgot. I mentioned I did those 4 10-foot acrylic signs for the church last week, the backlets. Well, I've got 4 10-foot long scraps basically. So I've already cut those down to about 5 feet each just so I could store them easier, but I've got a good amount of 3/16 clear acrylic cast that I can use for some projects, so that's a good thing. Do some clear floating acrylic signs, do some more laser stuff. I just got to figure out how I can leverage that stuff now rather than just let it sit till I need it. Although I do still have some 3/8 acrylic too, which has come in handy for some projects because I'm able to offer them a way thicker product for less money, because those were free drops for me as well. And that's really gotten expensive, the 3/8. In fact, just that 3/16 was like $160 a sheet. It's crazy how much a quarter goes up to, because that's only a 16 thicker, and yet they get like 40% more money. So definitely really proud of the 3/8. All right. Banners hemmed and grommeted. $11,000 pages. Oh wow, yeah. That's good. My laser does real well too. I can't remember exactly how many, but it does pretty well too, and they're not that huge actually. But it's just a four color laser. Well, now I can go invoice them, and they'll be excited that they're ready for them early. They weren't really expecting them until Thursday. Just stinks that some of these logos are really crappy, but you know, what are you going to do? They're all going to be seen from 20 feet plus far away anyhow, so. Big banner. Yeah, so this is the 4XL, or yeah, 4XLs I got to do. Yeah, so this is the caps that have to get done. So they're flex fits. So the problem though is they're flex fits, right? So they're designed to stretch, and we're going to have a 4-inch embroidery in here. So they're going to lose that stretchability. So I don't know if these are going to fit the way that they want. So what I might do is just do one for them, just so they can see it and try it. And I hate to do them all and then they're like, ah, crap, these are crappy. but they wanted flex fit, so we got 25 of them. And then I've also got, I think this one's the, yeah, this is the light. God, I hate these two. Super lightweight. You can see right through them. Under Armour's expensive damn $65 shirts that I have to embroider. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh well. Oh, I was able to get my settings dialed in on the laser for doing jean material. So it actually holds up pretty good. It didn't burn through. It took some setting some settings to get it right. But so as long as you go with something this dark or darker, you can actually do it pretty well. So I've got a jean jacket that I'm probably going to do a big version of it and see how it goes. What are you wowing, Eddie? I don't know what you were responding to. Ugh. Sit up on the table where I can see you guys a little bit. Yeah, so what were you, oh, the cost. Oh, yeah. On those shirts, the Under Armours, they're insane. Luckily, I don't know what he paid for them because he's got a good friend that works for Under Armour. So he can get them random shirts at a good deal. So I have no idea what he got them for. I'm going to guess probably still in the $25, $30 range, but maybe as an employee purchase, maybe the guy got them even cheaper, but $65 list price on those shirts. And they're that super, super lightweight. Like I said, you can see through them. So they're kind of a pain in the butt to embroider. A lot of times they'll pucker. So I'm going to have to play with the backing and all that stuff. And we'll see. We'll see. But is what it is. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody jumping in, saying hi, hanging out. I am going to, now that I got this done, I'm going to go invoice the customer, get me some lunch, and then I'll be back probably on the Discord. Yeah, risk is high, Leonardo. Correct. We'll see how it goes. Luckily, if I damage one, then I can continue to use that one to do testing until I figure it out, right? But yeah, not ideal. So yeah, you guys, like I said, join us on Discord if you're not on there. I'd love to see you guys there. Actually, you know what? I'll post the link. You're welcome, Rigo. Nice to have you on. Let me go down here real quick, and I can. Where'd it go? Let me see if I can get this to work. Sorry, guys. Trying to find something that's not it's not working for me. Let me try this one more time. All right, here we go. So there is a link to the Discord. So yeah, you guys follow that, bookmark it once you're there. Once you join the Discord, you can just go to discord.gg or discord.com. But join the channel. Like I said, hang out every once in a while. You can always leave it up in a browser and just join us for some conversation randomly. I'm in there pretty much all day. If I'm sitting at the desk, I can hear people chatting in there and I can bounce in. You can do the same. So anyhow, hope you guys have a good one, and we will talk to you next time. Take care.